Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. We're going to continue today working in the yo-yo journal. And if you're not familiar with the yo-yo journal, you can go back and look at some of the past videos and see what is going on. I'm doing collaboration with Liz over at Buttons for Brains. So go back and take a look at that. But I was thinking, what I really wanted to do another every page I do in here for Liz, I try to make it special. But I got thinking the other day that I really enjoy each year when the Chinese New Year comes around, I really enjoy the animals that they choose. And here in the States, the USPS always puts out a nice sheet of the Chinese New Year. And I collect the full sheets of those stamps. So I'm kind of excited this year to see what our postal service has come up with for a stamp. But in the meantime, I did a lot of prepping for this, and I want it to be a special page. I always try to make each page special for Liz. So I found, I'm going to show you the page I'm going to create for her, where it is in her journal. This page right here. I love blues and browns together. So I think this is going to work out really well. So I chose this picture here. I chose this from a book that I had, and I just think it's really, really pretty. I love the wings on the rabbit. This is from a story, obviously, and I thought that it would look really pretty right here, across from the page Liz did with all her blue tags and her fun little pocket here. So I chose this, and I want to do something a little different. I have two tags that I want to incorporate. They are large tags, but I want them to be large enough so Liz can make a nice note on them. The other thing I wanted to do was incorporate these thinlits here, and these are designed by Lisa Jones, and I just think these are really, really pretty. Any type of flower, I just really enjoy. These are nice and large, and you will see I've done all the die cut. Like I said, I had to do a lot of prep. I had to print some things out on my computer. I had to use my Big Shot to cut a lot of things out. So I want to get started on this. So I'm going to set this aside just over here for a minute. Now this, because it is a piece of paper from a book, what I'm going to do, because I want to make this into a pocket, so I am going to glue, I'm going to do a very small bead of glue around here, and then I'm going to stitch it. So I'll be taking a little break when I go to stitch it. And I have to think about this because my pocket is going to be a little bit different. I have an idea. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully I won't mess it up because I don't have another one of these images. And I'm just kind of going close to the edge because if I stitch it, I don't want my, and I'm just using a different piece of paper here, a leftover scrap. But I want to make this a little sturdier. And you'll notice that I did not glue the top because, like I said, I want this to be I'm going to make this into a pocket. I'm going to have, well, you'll see. And you know what I'm going to do, because I'm terrible at cutting a straight line. I'm just going to cut this on my, I'm going to run it through my little machine here, my cutter. And then I don't have to worry about it not having a straight line. And I'll run this. Oh, that just makes it, doesn't it? It just clears it. Okay, that's good. I think that'll be fine. Just make sure that it fits on that page, and it does. Okay, so we have that. And I'm not going to make a traditional pocket where I'm going to make a little cut with a circular punch. I'm going to try to do a little bit something at an angle, because Liz has her angles over here. You know, she's got some fun angles on these. I don't want this to just come straight across. I kind of want to match it with hers. So I may just take my, to soften this, I have to think about this. I may take my X-Acto knife and just start over here and just kind of come this way just a little bit to soften it. Because what I want to do is I want to have the bigger tag behind here like this. And this will go quite a ways down. And then this tag, I want to make a straight cut across here with my X-Acto. And I want this to come down in here, but it will be behind the picture here. So it's just going to be like a little tuck spot. So let me go over, and I'm going to use black thread because Liz used black thread here. So I'm going to go and make a straight stitch just like she did on this one here, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have that all stitched. I think that looks cute. And it fits on the page quite nicely. I will be putting it a little bit closer to the edge, so we have a good fold there. Now I'm just going to I think I'll take my X-Acto and just give that a little ribbon cut. That's what I call it. Just so it's not so, I'm going to make sure I have my right knife. Just so it's not so straight across. So I'm thinking, well, first of all, I probably should take and do my straight stitch across, or my straight cut across, and I need to look to see the size. So this tag here is about 3 1/4. So I'm going to want to make it at least just shy of 3 3/4. So it'll fit in there nicely. So if I go just shy of 3 3/4, it will start just above, or not 3 3/4. What am I saying? I should be just a little shy of 3 1/2. So I would have to start it right up around the top of the wing, I would think. I don't know if I want to I could cut into the wing a little bit. So I'm going to grab this one here. And I may have to turn this upside down. So, and upside down, backwards, sideways. So let's see if we start, and I'm going to use my grid, all my grid lines as best I can here. So we're going to line this up here like this. And then we're going to get this lined up. I feel like I need a lot of elbow room here. So we're going to start it here. And I can put it, let me bring it down just a little bit to this one here. Oh, God, I hope this comes out okay. It's lined up here. It's lined up there pretty good. I'm going to turn this, and I'm going to also do it like this so I can see exactly how the length of this that I need to make. So if we have it right about here, this is kind of like one of those hidden pockets that I've made before, but that was just a straight across. I mean, it was, just go watch the video. So let's try this. And I'm doing it a couple different times because remember, I have that paper, the extra cardstock underneath, which is kind of wide. So, all right, so we have this, and that will tuck in there nicely. Okay, all right, perfect. All right, that's done. I can stop worrying about that. Okay, and I think what I might do is I might take a little bit of, I have some really pretty washi tape. I might also do this now. I might take a little bit of washi tape and put this here, and then I can fold it over just so it doesn't wear on that paper. So I thought all of these were pretty. Let's see what we got. This is actually Swimming Blue Rhythm. Blue Rhythm. That's pretty. And then I thought this one was pretty. So let's see what we have here. I want a little bit of that white here, so I'm going to, and I think what I'll do, I'm wondering if I should just take a little tiny bit off so it's not so square on this. And if I don't like it, I can just take it off. Okay. It's a little short, but I think it might still be okay. I'm not too concerned about it. And if I like that, I'll glue it down a little bit. So maybe I will put another one up on top here, and then it will act like a little door, not a door, but a little window. Let's see if I can get this off. Nope, I was going to say, let me see if I can tear this in one fell swoop, but and I know this is tedious, but this is what I think sometimes just adds a little more oomph Oh, silly Barbie. Put that underneath here. A little more oomph to the page. Yeah, I like that. That way. That's good. That is good. And I'm not concerned about that not coming over all the way. All right, so then that will go on. Let me move these away. That will go on here like this. So we have that cute little pocket there. I'm just wondering. Yeah, she'll be able to get that on once that's glued on there. So we have this one here. And then we will have the big one behind it like that. Yeah, I think that'll be really cute. So we're going to set those aside for a minute. I'm going to finish this because I do want to add that little blue wave. And what did I do? Oh, golly gosh, what did I do? Here it is. And we're just going to, I just want to take a little bit of this off here. Just so it's not so, and you can see why I had to go behind that. And now maybe what I'll do is I'll cut this just to, and then probably what I should do, so Liz doesn't get confused and try to tuck the card into this, I should glue a little bit. I should probably glue the top of that. I don't want this one. This is walnut stain. It's too dark. And I'm just going to put a little bit up on the top here. And I guess I might as well go around the side a little bit too. All right, so that is done. Get these out of the way. I'm trying to, 2023 for me is going to be me trying to be a little bit more neat and cognizant of cleaning up when I'm working with everybody and not creating a huge mess for myself. Yeah, so I think that looks better than straight across. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little tiny bit. Well, yeah, I'm going to add, if I have to. I may not have to. I was going to say maybe I have to. Yeah, I don't think I have to add any glue, but I think what I will do is I'm just going to add some Scotch tape right here just to hold that down. Let's cut this. Oh, come on. Okay. And we'll put it on there, that way. That will stay. Okay. All right. All right. And then the other thing that I did for this, and then we'll get it in the book and we can work on the tags. I have, oh, here we go. I typed out the year of the rabbit, and I wanted to put that on here as well. I thought that would add a nice touch. So I had to do one a little bit bigger. And again, this is on typewriter paper. And I just like the look of this. I use this on the Liz's other page, the Hello Hi It's Liz page that I did and that you saw. I just really like the look of this. Okay. All right. Rabbit. And I just want to see how I want to do this. If I want to have it all. And you can do this as well. You're going to see I did some on plain paper, copy paper, and I'll just be cutting around it and adding some things to Liz's tags. So there's a lot of different ways that when you go to put words on your tags and your items. There's a lot of different ways that you can do it. It's just personal preference. So you can really do it any way you like. I put it like this, the year. The year of the rabbit, maybe. Let's see. What do you think? And we could put the year of the rabbit like that. I think that's kind of fun. And then the tag, will go right down in there. Let me just make sure the tag won't be covering up the word the year. You may have to drop that down a little bit. The year, let me get my tweezers. The year of the rabbit. I still want to put that over there. The year. How about that? I like that there. It's kind of little off center, and we'll go with that. Okay, so let's get that glued on after I unplug my bottle. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it just like this. So I hope everybody's having a good day. It's another beautiful day here. Oh my goodness, it's in the 40s. I went to my girlfriend's this morning early. I bought her a bread machine this year for Christmas because every time they come to dinner, they're like, oh my God, the bread is so good. She just goes goo-goo over it. So she's the one I made the Lazy Daisy journal for a couple years ago for Christmas. And I said, I'm not going to make her anything this year. I said, she can really use a bread machine. And she hasn't been able to, I don't know why, but she hasn't been able to get the bread to come out like my bread comes out. So she's made 3 loaves, and she keeps saying it's really dense. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And then her son made one, and it rose, but it was still very dense. I'm like, Lee, I can't figure out what you could be doing. Well, I went over this morning. I grabbed my coffee. I got to her house about 8:15. And I looked, I said, show me the recipes that you've been using. Because I sent her some that I use. She says, I'm using the ones that it came with the instruction book. I'm like, okay, well, I thought to myself, that's your first mistake. And I looked at them and I'm like, something's terribly wrong. I said, I know what the problem is. I says, when you make a 2-pound loaf or even a 1.5 pounds, they're only telling you to add 1 teaspoon of yeast. I'm like, that's no wonder your bread isn't rising. So I showed her, I says, get my recipes out. She had them on her phone. And she's like, oh, she goes, yeah, all your recipes call for 2 teaspoons of yeast. I'm like, yeah, I think that's the problem. And then her water, she wasn't having her water warm enough to activate the yeast. So I was over there early this morning. And then I came home and I went on I vowed to get back on my Peloton this year because it's been months since I've done anything. And oh my goodness, the Christmas calories have set in. And we went to dinner last night and I was so disgusted with myself because every pair of pants I tried on didn't fit me. So I'm back into my tights and leggings and I can't stand it. So I said, I got to get back in the gym. I got to get back outside, moving. I got to start hiking again if my legs and knees can take it. But I did 10 miles today on the Peloton. I had a really good ride. And I put my own music on and I'll just go on like a scenic route. So I think today I was in California in some wooded area. And it was a 45-minute ride. And I put my music on the Talking Heads. I haven't listened to them in a long time, but I thought, oh, they will get me through the next 45 minutes. So I did 10 miles, 10.87 miles. I really wanted to make 11. So my goal for next time is 11 miles. Then I took the girls out. I took Bella and Daisy out, and we had a nice stroll around the yard for a half hour, 40 minutes. Then I came in and I was really in the mood to work on Liz's book. So, and then we're going out to dinner tonight with friends, so that'll be fun. Oh, that'll go in there nicely. And then we have this one here. Okay, all right. So this will be her page. Let's get these done. And again, I cut out the die cuts using Lisa Jones, which are really pretty. So for these, the smaller one, I really like poppies and daisies, so I went with the poppy and daisy theme on this one here. And I cut everything out. And I also have a saying that I want to put on this side here. And you're going to see where this one here, I'm going to cut it out. I'm not going to use the full, whoops. Oh, that was the tape on there. I'm not going to use I'm not just going to cut this out and put it on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all of these. And that's what I was saying. You can, you can cut the words out. And I have them cut like this because I just think it makes it a little more interesting. And I believe they're all going to fit. So I'm going to get all of these cut out. I'm going to get them laid out. And then I'm going to attach my flower. I was going to say I'll get these all cut out and then I'll come back, but it's not going to take me that long. So if you want to go get a cold drink or a cup of tea or whatever, I think you have time to do that. I just have to make sure. A flower does not think. Yep. I had it all mixed up. A flower does not think of competing with the flower next to it. With the flower next to it. Is that it, right? Yes, it just blooms. Okay, so see how that looks? It's still presentable to show the white background. And I just want to make sure that, okay, all right, so I'm going to get these glued down. And it gives us a good chance to take care of our glue here. So let me know in the comments. I had a gal the other day that she sent me a comment, and I replied back, a flower does not think of competing. And she was amazed that I replied back to her. A flower does not think of competing. And the nice thing with these too, you can put these however far apart you want, or as close together as you want. But what I want everybody to know, especially if you're a new viewer, I think it's important, and this is just my mindset. I think it's important if somebody's going to watch my video and take the time to make a comment, but especially to watch and get something from my video. I can put a smile on your face. I think it's important. It's more important to acknowledge the person that has left a comment and said something nice or shared something with me. I'm going to put this down here because I think that will be fun. It just blooms away from all of that up there. A flower does not think of competing with the flower next to it. It just blooms. So I think it's very important. You know, it's kind of like when your parents taught you when you get a gift, a special gift. You write that thank you note. I don't know. That's how I was taught. You take the time. If somebody, I always taught that to my boys too. If somebody could take the time to go to the store and think of what you would like and search for the item that you might like, or something that you have mentioned, you can sit down and take 5 minutes and write a thank you card to that person. And I just think it's important. I guess it's just how I was raised, and so that's one thing that you can count on with me, that I will reply. If you comment, I'm not just going to send you a heart. I don't get that many replies or not reply. I don't get that many comments right now. So, I mean, I guess I can take the time. I know there are a lot of big YouTubers out there that they have, you know, 1 million views, or not 1 million. Some get 1 million, but they might get like 1,000 views or 2,000 views, and they might get like 400 comments. I can understand them just giving a heart or acknowledging that they recognize you. And I can understand where they just can't reply to everyone. But I'll always reply. Okay. This one I think will go possibly like this. There. So there's that sweet little poppy. A flower does not think of competing with the flower next to it. It just blooms. All right, and then we'll do this one here, and then we'll tuck them in the book. And this one, another one of my favorite flowers, especially in the springtime or the summer, early summer, and they bloom all year, which I just, because I can't say all year, can I? Because I should just say they bloom all summer. Are daisies. Now these might be chrysanthemums, but I think the ones that I just cut out are daisies. Okay, and that's what I'm going to go with. So this one here says, friendship is a plant we must often water. And I'm going to put that right along the side there, because I think that would just be, I just think that would be fun. Because you don't always have to put your sayings horizontal, especially if you have a long spread. And you can fit something sideways, you can fit it vertically. I think that's a lot of fun to do it like that. And then I I am going to clip the rest of this out. This is a German proverb, and I do want to attach that. And I will probably put it down at the bottom again like that. So let's move these aside. Okay, so these here are the daisies that I call, or chrysanthemums. I don't know. They have a little bit too many leaves for, or petals for a daisy, don't they? And you can see why I'm using these tweezers. So I just want to get my lengths here. I think we're going to put that one like that. This one we can cut down a little bit, or do we want to put this one at the top here? It's a little bit bigger, isn't it? And again, it's about just positioning. I know they call it, there's a lot, you know, you got your fussy cutting, but I think it's more fussy arranging. I think we can get rid of the cutting. And I think maybe we'll put that one there like that. Think? What do you think? Or do you think we should have it bent this way? Maybe if we do it like this. One under the other. What do you think? I kind of like this one up here like that, because it takes up a little bit more room. So we'll do that. And then I have my little leaves here. So let's, first of all, let's get the centers on the flowers. Oh gosh. That's the one thing that I really dislike. And I've got to get my glue over my little bottles. I really dislike how this clogs at the top. All right, so we're going to put that one there like that. See how that makes that come alive? I think this is just the sweetest set. I'll be using these often in my books and make some homemade cards. These are just really sweet. Very, very cute. Okay, so let's get some glue on here. And these are, as you can see, these are very thin. There's not much width to them, so we just dabble it on like that. Okay. But I want to get my leaves on here first. So I think I want to put these smaller leaves, maybe like up, coming down from the flower, maybe towards the top. That might be kind of fun instead of all right, so let's do this. Boy, once everything picks up a little bit of that glue, it's kind of funky to get it all going on here. Okay, so we got that. I'm going to get this on straight away so then we can work with the other flower. I'm not going to, I want these really white, stark white. I'm not going to add any distress ink to these at all. I just want them fresh and crisp. And we're going to put that like that. Okay. Put that one on there like that. And then what I'm going to have to do, we're going to have to cut this one down a little bit. So I'm going to snip this right about here. And then we're going to put that right about there. Sorry if this is taking a long time, but I just wanted to do the whole process with the flowers. And show you that sometimes it just takes a little bit of extra willpower to work with some of these smaller items. And then I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put that there like that. And then as far as these leaves, I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to put a small one here. I think I'll use 2 small ones. And these leaves are wonderful because you can use them on other flowers that you may use as well. There we go. I will get this on here. And we're almost done. So hang in there. We'll put that like that. Okay, just like that. And then we will put our German proverb right down here at the base. There. There, that is it. Aren't they pretty? I think they're quite, oh, come on, Barbie. I think they're quite lovely. I think they're just really, really pretty. They're soft and sweet. They have a nice saying on them. So I did take a little bit of the Sari Silk, which is the same pattern on here. And I'm just going to make, I'm just going to cut this and feed this through here. I know I can. I know I can. I know I can. Let's get this through here. There we go. I just don't want to pull. I don't want to pull too hard and then have this come out. So maybe this is a little too thick, but I do want to use this. So maybe we'll just do it this way. We will just do it this way. And I'll just attach this lightly like this. And if Liz wants to change it out, she can change it out if she wants to. She doesn't really care for the looks of this. She can do whatever she wants. So that will tuck right down in there like that. And I like it. I wanted these to stick up as well, up over the book. I like seeing things pop up. Over the top of, up over the top of the book. This one I like because one's going up and one is going down. So that's kind of cute. There, and then this one will fit just right back there like that. So that completes another page in the Yo-Yo Journal for Liz. I think it's very cute. I think she'll like, I love how the colors go with the page that Liz had completed. So it's the Year of the Rabbit, and I probably should, what I'll go back and do is I'm going to put a 2023 right down in this little corner. So when Liz does her final flip through when she's done with the book, you will see where the year 2023 will be right there. So she has two nice tags to journal on and write her innermost secrets and thoughts. So that is it for today, my friends. Thank you for muddling through with me. I know it was a little bit longer video, but I wanted to show you the new die cuts that I got, and I just wanted to do the whole process with you. So thank you, everybody. I'd love to hear your comments on this page. If you're new, I'd love to have you subscribe, and I'll see you down the road. Alrighty, bye-bye.